Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, today's pick a card reading is what which of your past lives is manifesting in your current situation. So, this is really interesting. So, like normal, deck 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and take a second, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and out. And then which number, 1 through 4, 1, 2, 3, or 4, resonates with you. And then let's get started. So, starting with deck 1. But yeah, it was interesting because while I was trying to figure out what to focus on, what the intention for this reading would be, I just couldn't quite. It's always hard to come up with a question that everybody will resonate with, or hopefully resonate with. But yeah, so this is what this one is. We got this lovely agate. So give me 1 second. I'm just gonna tune into the crystal and see what it's trying to tell you. Okay, so basically, this agate in particular is speaking to your past life about there were moments in the past where you felt like you weren't protected, and that is showing up now. You don't feel like you were protected, and so it's manifesting itself in you being anxious and you feeling uncertain and you feeling vulnerable, and not that being vulnerable is bad, but just in certain situations you feel like you're open to everything and like your shell is a little cracked. And so that's what this is speaking on. But also in the past you had great successes, great passions, and that's also showing up right now in that you have that side of you that's not feeling as protected as it wants to be, but then the other side of you is you're making strides to reach the success that you want, and that's what this one is talking about. So we're just going to put that over here, and then let's get into the cards. So I'm just going to turn them all over. Well, let's turn over these ones. So what we got is we got Eagle, Spirit Messenger, and Water Sprite. Okay, so with these two cards, I'm getting the past life that's talking to you is when you were more of like a shaman or a guide or just somebody who helped other people on their path of life. Maybe you were an advisor to a king's court or something like that. And that's what I'm getting with the Spirit Messenger and Water Sprite. Guardian is that word. But yeah, and so you were always traveling with the wings that's in these, and so you are always thinking, you are always doing things, and that's really showing up in this life, that you have all these thoughts and all these things that you know, and you are the person in the background that's that's giving advice to other people, and that's bringing them closer to what they want to do. And in doing that, you need to realize that that is part of your purpose, part of your passion, is helping people, guiding people on what they want to do. So that's those. And then with these guys, we got the Traveler. Okay, so awesome. We got the Traveler, and then like I said, with these wings that are showing up and these air spirits, you're always traveling in the past, and maybe now, like either you want to travel, or you're already traveling, or you're helping people on their way to travel, guiding them on how to travel. Just something about, as I hear that playing in the background, but something about that Traveler being you are in the air, but also taking it not so literally being the Traveler. This card in general talks about looking forward with caution and with deep sensory and understanding all of the outcomes that could potentially happen. And so that is where this guide and guardian spirit and your past is really helping you, in that where you want to go, maybe you don't want to go anywhere and you're just like meandering, but I love that word, but you're just going, and that's beauty in itself. And yeah, and so all of these, just that traveling, air, spirit, those thoughts. Maybe you're an air sign. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Maybe you're an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I haven't talked about horoscopes in my videos yet, but maybe you're an air sign with all of this thought happening and the traveling and just the free-spirited person that you are. Okay, and then for this we got strength, and we also got the star in reversed. And so this is very interesting that we got all major arcana over here. We got 0, 8, and 17 with 0, and then 8, and then 17 also being a number 8. Very, very interesting. 8 I take to be it's a balanced number, like number 4, but it's doubled in quantity. And so with all of this, this is your second, I want to say, since we're talking about past lives, this is like your second life with all of this experience. And so with this strength card, you're bringing all this knowledge into this life. And with that strength card, you're really able to step more into helping others and being that messenger for others than you were in the past. And then with this star card, it says peace and healing are the main things. So since it's reversed, with all of this happening, I really believe that this peace and healing card talks, with it being reversed, I always love to read it as an internal vision instead of a bad sign. But this star card is really talking about how you need to shine your light for yourself and not so much for other people. And so I'm really getting that with this strength, you like to show off. You like to show other people that you're strong. You like to show other people your successes. You like to show other people that you know things. But this card is really telling you to shine your light for yourself, and the other people will be in awe at you anyways, because you know all these things and you're going places and you're strong. Like, you don't need to do that extra work to gain that recognition, because it will come to you as you take that time to shine your own light. But yeah, there's something about this one that's really captivating to me. Because if you look at it, the water sprite has feathers on a butterfly-shaped wing. And so, and this over here is also feathers. So maybe you're connected to some more angels, or your guardian angels are around you. Well, they are, but just something about angels. I feel like they're trying to tell you something individually, so I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, so that's what I got for group number 1. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment down below. I love doing these readings, and I'm so happy that I'm able to. But yeah, go ahead, and if that was it, you can listen to group 2 and 3 and 4 if you want to. It's always fun. But okay, moving on to group number 2. So what we got is, we got green avenging, and not to mention I got 2 of them for you guys. So yeah, so green avenging, really useful with luck. So talking about past and stuff, I feel like you're a very successful gambler as a hobby and stuff in your past, or you just had very strong luck with the significant others and just that whole time. I'm getting kind of sort of maybe like the 40s, 50s, and 40s back in that time. So that's the time that we're talking about, is around the 40s and 50s, and we're thinking like bar saloon setting. So let's talk about this, shall we? So we got the ladybug balance, and we got the hermit thrush soul voice. So back in your past life, there's this ladybug balance and the soul voice that's talking. So, back in the past, I feel like you were around a hectic environment. Let's say that. With this balance card coming in, even though it's not reversed, I'm getting that it was a hectic environment, and so you had to use those wings to fly yourself and carry yourself away. But remaining grounded with this hermit thrush being grounded as well, you were so grounded that, but at the same time, you were able to take flight in any instant. And so with that, bringing that to the present, I feel like you can end up in situations. I feel like you end up in a lot of situations that you don't want to be in, and you just take flight and you go away. You ditch, you bail, you leave, which is yay, good for you, but also like how can you use this luck to not only get out of those situations, but avoid those situations altogether. Because if you're not in those situations, you can be doing something so much better. But yeah, so there's something about this soul voice that I want to talk about. I feel like you were you are a very good speaker. I don't know if you let's think. Yeah, so you were a very good speaker in this lifetime, and I feel like now something happened and you stopped using your voice for a while in this lifetime, but now that you're older or wiser or whatever it is, you're gonna start using your voice more. You are maybe, but yeah, so with that soul voice, I feel like in the past you were very vocal, very adamant, opinionated, and in this lifetime you are as well, but you've been a little quiet about it, and now is the time to like let it loose. Like you have a voice and it wants to be heard. But yeah, so let's move on. The Shadow, Self-Empowerment, Ambition. We have a lot of major arcana cards in these reading today. Like, what? 3 in 1? Okay, wow, that's amazing. So with this Shadow Self, and we Self-Empowerment, Ambition, we got the High Priestess, Intuition, Sacred Knowledge, we got the Love, Choice, and Trust card. Very interesting that 15 adds up to 6, and we also have the 6 card over here. So maybe your life path number is 6 and you're meant to be a healer in this life. But looking at the past, I feel like a lot of the past, this card is looking over here, which is looking over here. So this Love card, you were in a very strong relationship in your past, and this is coming over here into the present, and it's going, let's do this. Luck. This is gonna end up here. You are heading in the right direction because you have this luck from your past life that is connected to all of your power. Like, this is that part of you that doesn't want to be noticed, and this is the part of you that's like, hi, I'm a god, I'm a queen, like, yes. And so with those two both looking at each other and at one another at this Love card, and then this Love card is heading towards this luck, you are going to find something soon, something in the future, something great, beautiful. Maybe it's yourself. Like, it could honestly be yourself. I'm not saying you're gonna find that great romantic relationship. You're not, like, I'm not saying you're not, though, but it's possible that this could just be yourself. You're gonna trust, you're gonna have choices to follow your instincts, follow the pack, but also like find that person, yourself, who is balanced, who speaks their truth and is empowered, who's connected, who's that goddess, who is that empowerment of both aspects of themselves. And that's gonna lead you here to this Love card. And it's all stemming from your past. And so like, I feel like this past reading is honestly pretty good. The life that I'm tuning into is honestly, it feels like a good life. Like, you had fun, you had a great life. Yes, you had to like take flight occasionally, but it was a pretty good life that you lived. And bringing that into the present, I honestly feel like it's just recognizing the shadow self and your goddess power and leading you to love. And it's just that awareness of those two things. But honestly, like, you are chilling. Like, this luck that you have is amazing. Like, the karmic balance that you have in your life, like, there's not much. Of course, there's always healing and stuff to do, but yeah, so that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, so if you liked and resonated with this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment down below. I love to hear your feedback. It really helps me. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. On to group number 3. Here we go. Okay, so for you guys, we have this, I call it my Palladian stone, because when I bought it, I was I was seeing an intuitive. She doesn't like to be called a psychic. But I was talking with an intuitive, a friend of a friend of a friend. And she was like, wow, this is really a Palladian stone. It has the colors, it has the connective power, it has the, like, literally the shape of connecting to me and then to them, just depending on the direction. But yeah, so it's like gonna take me places and all that fun stuff. I think it's Auralite. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah, and so that's really connective. And so with that showing up, and then also with this amethyst showing up, I feel like in your past, obviously, like, I don't know you guys' beliefs, but with these showing up, I believe that we're going to be talking about a galactic lifetime. And so when you were living in that spiritual power of not being here and being that healer and that empowering self. So we have trust, Nighthawk, and so yes, you were in the stars, okay? You were in the stars and you were able to trust that in that power of yourself. Earth, Elk, you were looking down on Earth from the stars. I'm just going to keep pulling the cards. So we have the Wheel 10, we have Hermit 9, and we have Knight of Feathers. Okay, so we've been getting a lot of Major Arcana cards today, so that's very interesting. But, okay, anyways. So with this Nighthawk and Elk, you were living in the stars. You were flying around in the stars and looking down on everyone who was on Earth with wonder and with almost a sense of inspiration, and that's why you decided to come here next. But yeah, in that, when you were up there, you were really making choices that best served you, and you were really trusting in your power, and you were just like a beautiful being who was making so many strides forward into their self-empowerment. Where is it? I feel like I saw that somewhere. Oh. But yeah, you were really making strides in that self-empowerment to know that you had all the answers, but then also to know that with that Knight of Feathers, you had to think about what you knew, basically. Because with that Knight, like, you are the headline of that force of the thoughts, and so you had to take action as you were thinking, type of thing. Because you trusted yourself so much, you were able to do that. And that's what I'm getting this past life is trying to tell you, is that main thing is that you need to trust yourself a lot more, because you can. Like, you had all of this in your past and you still have it. You just need to reconnect with it. Like, you have that power within you to connect with yourself, and that that possibility of being this beautiful being on Earth. Like, yes, this was in the past, but this is now. Like, you are now that inspiration on Earth, being that inspiration for your friends up there. Like, you are now that inspiration to have them come down and change and be that. I don't know what else to say. But with this right here, I feel like is going to be the main focus. Getting back to trusting yourself so much that you're taking actions in the moment. Don't be impulsive. I don't want that to be misconstrued. I'm not saying being impulsive. This is still like deep thought, just so fast and in the moment because you trust yourself so much. Yeah. And yes, you're going to be juggling a bunch of things and it's going to be a lot of choices to make, but that's the main focus. Okay, yeah. Wow, I did that one really fast, I feel like. But yeah, so that's group number 3. If you resonated with it, like, comment down below. If you wanted a little more, go ahead and message me on Instagram. Yeah, I would love to do a personal reading for you. Okay, on to group number 4. Okay, so we have this little guy. I always think of this one as my little ray of sunlight. but also my little ball orb of light, because it is connecting me to a higher vibration of light. And so in the past, I feel like you were literally energy. So that's what we're gonna go with. And so you were energy in the past, and that energy, that beautiful, bright, brilliant light of energy, was flying around. Ooh. So we got some earth empowerment, and we have 5 of shells reversed. We got Knight of crystals, and we got 14 temperance. Okay, so y'all are interesting. I'm getting some interesting. Basically, this is gonna be the main focus. So this ball of light that you were was very sporadic, and you like to travel places, dark places, more like zoom. You were there in an instant and there and back in an instant, but you really were focusing on the beauty of nature. Yes, you were on Earth. Group number 3 was up in the stars, but you guys were on Earth being connected to nature, and that was your main focus, was the beauty of just what was around you. And so maybe you're an Earth sign in this life, or you have like major Earth in your charts, but your focus was really the beauty of what was around you. And with this 5 of shells reversed, the emotions that are evoked when you go into nature are really powerful. And so just like reconnecting with that is really important for you. And then this Knight of crystals, again, taking the time to reconnect with that nature self. I'm giving like advice right now, but just because this is what your past life was, and this is where you are right now. Like, yes, you're back. This is what you could. This is looking back at your past life, and so that balance is gonna come from you reconnecting with that emotional response that you get from being in nature. And with this Knight of crystals, like, everything will come into alignment as you reconnect with yourself and with nature, because nature revitalizes you, nature energizes you, it really gives you life, because it is life. And yeah, but this balance is really going to come from looking back at that, at where you're coming from. And so with these two, and then this one looking up here, this one looking up here, being back in that nature setting. And so with this ball of light, you are a happy spirit. You are joyous, you are happy, you are bright, brilliant, shining sunshine, sunlight. There it is. But you're really beautiful, and just reconnecting with that nature, with that natural self, you're gonna just shine even brighter than you already are and come into this balance and harmony. And this right here is going to be that abundance that you're stepping into. But yeah. I did this really fast, but that's group number 4. If you want a little more, go ahead and message me on Instagram. I would love to do it for you, but go ahead if this resonated with you. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Other than that, thank you so much. Peace, and I'll see you next time.